Weather alerts are out for the region as we wait for what should be Tropical Storm Ophelia. I'm meteorologist Joe Martucci. Thanks for tuning in on this Thursday night, the last calm before this storm here. We'll take a look at our wind alerts. We have a wind warning, a high wind warning, in effect for the Jersey Shore with up to 60-mile-an-hour winds, an advisory in those places in orange here. We are talking about some nuisance wind problems in the advisory area and then some more serious wind problems in the warning area here. We take a look at our coastal flood alerts. We have a coastal flood watch in effect for the potential of coastal flooding with the Saturday afternoon high tide here. I think most places are minor, but a few places will be moderate. Here is potential tropical cyclone 16, which will become Tropical Storm Ophelia, likely sometime overnight here. By Friday at 2 o'clock, maximum sustained winds are 50 miles an hour, and it's moving slowly to the north-northwest. Now, here's the thing. Most of the rain and the wind is going to be well north of this storm, and in fact, it doesn't even cross here until Monday to center that storm, just to give you an idea of what's going on. As we go into the night, we're going to see it make landfall somewhere in North Carolina early on Saturday. Then, as we go into Saturday afternoon, it's overland, but it still looks to maintain tropical storm strength as it goes into Virginia here and into the Delmarva. In fact, it's not until Sunday afternoon that it becomes a remnant storm, and then it's finally over us sometime on Monday. But by Monday, we're mostly cloudy with just a shower or two around. Let's quickly look at what we had for today. It was a very comfortable day. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. September perfection here across the area. Take a look at our futurecast. Clouds continue to build in here. And it'll be a gray day Friday, but it should be a dry one as well, and pretty comfortable if you did want to do something outside. But here comes the rain. Starts around midnight here, and it's going to move to the north, and we're talking about a soaking rain as we go into Saturday morning. Then during the afternoon, we get some breaks in the action. There will be some dry time. If you wanted to go for a run, you might be able to. It's not going to be the nicest. It's going to be windy, and we have some wind concerns, but it'll be a period with some dry time here. Another round of some heavier rain comes Saturday night. And then by Sunday at 5 a.m., most of this rain is going to be to our north and west. Yeah, there'll be some showers on Sunday, but I think 70% of the day is dry. But it's still going to be breezy, and we still talk about some coastal flooding here. We go into Sunday night, the storm starts to pull out. And then as we go into Monday, I think we're mostly, if not completely, dry. We look at our winds here, and remember, 39 miles an hour. That's tropical storm force. But winds are going to start to pick up on Friday night. The worst of it will be during the day on Saturday, where we are going to have sustained winds in the 30s. And at the shore, gusts up to 60 miles an hour. You see Cape May staying above tropical storm force for a couple of hours Saturday afternoon. Certainly in the realm of possibility. Winds will remain strong through Saturday evening. Then they drop Sunday morning. Really all day Sunday should be, again, a breezy day, but just not a windy one here. And then as we go into Monday, some winds do kick back up with some northwesterly winds as that center of the remnant storm goes over us. But this graphic right here, this is what I'm most concerned about. This is the amount of forecast rain. We're talking about 2 to 4 inches of rain for most of the area, and some spots are going to get to 5. And what will probably happen is if you're one of those people where your basement floods on a heavy rain, you live next to a stream or creek, you're going to have some issues. So you want to make sure that you're sandbagging. You want to make sure you're picking up all the valuable objects off the floor just in case it floods. Hopefully it doesn't, but just in case it does. And it's just going to be tough driving in spots. There will be some roadway flooding, and that doesn't even include the tidal flooding we're expecting Saturday afternoon and Sunday morning. Now, most of this will be minor flood stage. Susceptible Bayside roadways flood, little to no property damage. We're talking about a lane closed between the Black and the White Horse Pikes, between Atlantic City and the mainland here. But there will be some of us on Saturday afternoon that gets into moderate flood stage here. If that happens in Atlantic City, Black and White Horse Pikes are shut down. Many bayside roads will flood here, and unraised homes and buildings that are by the bays here, they will get some water on your or near your house here. So that's more than the usual that we see. It happens about 5 times a year. This video behind me, that's something from moderate flood stage. Let's take a look at our numbers here and we'll get you home. For tonight, temperature sliding through the 60s into the 50s here. We thicken our clouds as the night goes on. Friday is a dry day, but it's not going to look the nicest, and it gets increasingly windy. Temperatures in the low 70s. And then for Friday night, storm begins with the rain and the heaviest winds after midnight here. Low temperatures in the 60s. It is going to be a maritime air mass for your Friday night. It's just going to feel like the ocean out there tonight or Friday night with those strong winds. Your inland 7-day forecast looking like this. Stormy Saturday and Sunday, but again, I do think most of your Sunday's dry. Monday is just a shower or two. That would be it. You couldn't even see a peak of sunshine. Tuesday and Wednesday still a little bit up in the air. Right now, I'm going to go pessimistic and say we're going to see a few showers. One thing I'm a little more confident about for next week is the tidal flooding that's expected Tuesday and Wednesday at the shore as we continue with an east wind. So I'll have more details for you on this forecast coming up on Friday morning. Of course, on social media, we're posting as well. And you can subscribe to our weather newsletter at pressofac.com/weather to get the latest every morning in your inbox.